How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and welcome to another Terraria 1.3 update video. And guys, I hope you're having an absolute blast with the update. It is so much fun. There is so much to do. And in this video, we're going to be looking at all 9 of the Moonlord weapons and doing a bit of a damage test. So let's get started. Here we go, guys. It is a nice night in our Terraria world, and we have some unsuspecting training dummies that we are going to dish out some immense damage on in just a moment. Hey, get out of here, you crazy wraith. Oh, I got a banner. Awesome. So what I'm going to do, guys, I've got all of the 4 new armor sets, and I'll put a guide on screen if you want to know how to craft them. And what we're actually going to do is do some damage tests. Now, I have the best modifiers on all of the 9 Moonlord weapons. These are the strongest ones you can get. So let's do some damage tests. So the first one is the s.d.m.g. Now, one of the troubles with this is it does great damage, but it does get blocked. So let's put on stealth mode. Doing pretty nice. Now, a little tip is, if you make luminite bullets, you can actually pierce through the enemies. And look what happens to our DPS. 86,000 a second. That is kind of out of control, guys. Definitely worth trying. Now, the celebration actually uses rockets to do damage, so I recommend. I don't think this one can blow up tiles, so it doesn't matter which of the rockets you use, but rockets 1 and 3 are the ones that don't blow up tiles. As you can see, pretty nice damage, good for crowd control. Alright, let's throw on our nebula armor, and we're going to try the magic stuff next. The last prism is one of the best weapons in the game, and what it does is, whoa, that is amazing. As you can see, it does damage in a straight line. Now, as you use mana, you will get the mana sickness debuff. And if you use a mana flower, you'll be able to refresh your mana without actually stopping casting the weapon, which is absolutely incredible. Now, the other awesome weapon you can get from the Moonlord for the mages is the Lunar Flare. And this does like an air of effect attack, which is really cool indeed. And as you can see, it does have a very high DPS. And remember that you're not normally going to have 20 enemies in a row like this, or however many dummies there are. Okay, moving on to the melee sets. And we've got the Meow Meow, which is one of the cool ones. We're going to have the Nyan cats coming out here. There we go. It does make a cat meowing noise as you use it when they bounce off surfaces, which is kind of fun, I suppose. It does decent damage, but I believe there are stronger melee weapons they can use, but it looks very cool indeed. Alright, this is one of my favorite weapons, the Terrarian Yo-Yo, which is actually a real yo-yo in real life by One Drop, which is very cool. I believe some of the Terraria developers are actually into using yo-yos. Now, it doesn't seem like it's doing as much as the other weapons, but remember, this is ranged, which is pretty good for melee, and all those little green spheres coming off the yo-yo also do the same damage, which is very cool. Alright, our last melee weapon. There's a gastropod down here. Get out of here. You can try the Star Wrath. So the Star Wrath is the other melee weapon, and what this does is actually when you strike a target, it makes extra attacks from stars come down. They do get blocked by, well, blocks, I'm pretty sure. So let's give it a test here. Okay, they seem to go wherever your cursor is, so blocks are not an issue. So that's pretty nice indeed. Oh no, they are getting blocked there. Okay, so they can go through blocks, but it's a little bit finicky. Now, to test our summon weapons, we're actually going to summon Invasion quickly, because it's a bit hard to test them on dummies. As you can see, it's not really working. So let's zoom ahead. Okay, guys, here come the pirates, and we are using our Lunar Portal Staff, which is like a sentry summon, and as you can see, it lets a beam come out, which actually attacks enemies. So this is kind of good to use as a secondary weapon. You wouldn't use it as your main weapon, but summoners will be used to doing that anyway. The other amazing weapon is the Rainbow Crystal Staff. I'll just move over a little bit here. And when you cast this, it actually has beams of light coming out of the prism. And as you can see, they kind of explode on the enemies. Now, it can be a little bit tricky. You notice it was having trouble hitting one of them just then. But like the Lunar Portal Staff, guys, it's an amazing secondary weapon to just have around and do some extra damage while you're using something like your Stardust Dragon to do that, do your main source of damage. And I'm just going to use the gun to finish these off. And I'm almost dead. Oh my gosh. Guys, smash that like button if you are enjoying our Terraria. Don't die in the outro, Happy. No! I don't want to die. Guys, smash the like button if you're enjoying our Terraria 1.3 videos. And subscribe and save this playlist if you want to see some more of them. I'm not going to die in the outro. It's not happening. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. And here's the most important part. As always, you all stay happy, and I'll see you soon. This is Happy Days signing out. See ya.